bank holiday is today. So maybe we will not be getting, of course, we'll not look to do too much. We don't do too much, of course. We only do what matters over here. So, but let's quickly go through that. Let's quickly go through that. Okay. So I checked the calendar this morning. Today is Thursday, 27th, and we can see that today is bank holiday for the USD. Okay. So if you are trying to trade anything that has USD in it and it's maybe being slow or it's not as responsive as you'd want it to be. Of course, it's USD that has holiday. Doesn't mean every other pair, every other currency has holiday. So it's just the USD that has holiday. So it doesn't stop other pairs from moving, of course. But I'm just saying, in case you don't get frustrated if there is lack of volume the way you probably already trade it before now. Okay. So that's that. So we'll not do too much. I don't even have much for today. I just want to reiterate one or two things, and then we'll touch synthetics a little bit, and then we're good for today. Then we'll come back tomorrow. Okay. So on gold, we are still experiencing a very nice push up. We have been pushing up on gold ever since. So this is nice, and let's go ahead and clear our screen. Clear our screen. So yesterday we had a massive closure of gold to the so yesterday we closed bullish, right? Yes, give me a second. Okay. All right. So yesterday, as you can see, we closed quite bullish yesterday. Okay. So let's see the H4.
I just remember.
Okay. So let's see the H4. So the H4 yesterday we talked about an area. I don't know if you can recall. We talked about an area yesterday. Okay, sorry, I was trying to click something on the screen. Okay, so we pointed out this expansion here, right? You can see how we broke to the upside. So it was expected that price will come back to this area and buy back upwards. Remember, we talked about that yesterday. So where did I say we're going to buy from? So I saw something on the H1. That was this guy. Okay, so you see, that was the place, that was the last expansion, or that was an expansion. Okay, and then we also had what? We also had this liquidity that was built. So you know how much I love liquidity when the liquidity build up around my expansion area. So that is what gave birth to this move. Okay. And now what can we also see? We can also see that this is a what? This is a fully bullish engulfing candle formation. And if you follow us, you know that bullish engulfing like that are also expansions. Fully bullish engulfing or fully bearish engulfing like this. Okay. This is the bearish candle in this case. And then in this case, this is the bearish candle. Okay. All right. So if it's a fully bullish engulfing like this one, this is also known as an expansion. Okay. Or if it's fully bearish engulfing like this one, this is also an expansion. All right. So it's not every time you get something like this. Okay. Sometimes if you just have, two candles doing something like this or doing something like this, then you know that this is also expansion. Okay. Let's continue. All right. So what happens now? So here you see the way price touched here. Price did what? Price did the fully bullish engulfing. So you can even mark out like this if you want to. So let me see, because this happened in the midnight. If You know, I actually had I had a re-entry trade here that I placed, but due to midnight, I turned it off. I canceled it here. This was my re-entry trade. This I actually placed this trade, but I deleted it in midnight. You can see that because I don't know that's all those what they call it, expansion of spreads and everything. This was how the trade was supposed to be in the midnight. Why? Because I was very, should I call it sure that price should buy from this area because this is an expansion. This low becomes a protected what? A protected low. Is that okay? So you can see the way this happened. And then there's no way I would have called it because it was very late at night. I was checking the markets at night and then I saw this move. Okay. So, but fortunately I took it off because I like to know what's going on so that I can sleep well. Okay. So what's the next step? What's the next step for gold? Let's see. I want gold to take this high. I want gold to give us something like this. I want gold to give us something like this. Oh, okay. That's nice. That's nice. That's nice, Mr. Henry. He said he caught the gold trade. That's very good. That's very, very good. And then you see that engulfing candle also happened here. Can you see? See how we swept this low, right? And then our body closed above this place. So we stripped the low of the previous candle and then we closed above. So this was also a fully bullish engulfing. So that thing was present on the H1, on the H4, also present on the H1. That is where this buy that is coming here came from. Okay. That's where this buy is coming from. So what's the next step for gold? Gold, I want gold to break this place. See, I want us to do something like this. Okay. That means we now have a new what? A new confirmed expansion. Can you see? Have a new confirmed expansion like this. Then we can expect price to trade back like this and then we buy just like what we had here. Confirmed expansion, price trades back and then buys. Another expansion like this, price trades back and buys. So we want the same thing to happen again. Okay. We just want price to do something like this and then we play along. So we are basically riding continuation on gold. You know, remember the places I pointed out as our TPs. So our TP1 was somewhere around here, but that one has been hit already. So we want gold to still run to TP2, right? We want gold to still run to TP2 and even run to TP3. Okay. So these are the two areas. So what we just need to do is to keep playing continuation. Hmm? Every every move in a direction is very important. Like I said, we do something like this, we're going to buy from here. But if for some reason gold starts to sell, just know what this is what he wants to do. He wants to just come back for this guy. This is a key level. 1, 2, price broke it with fair value gap. And then there's what? And then there is inducement. So this is a very powerful key level. So if gold comes back for here, just know that we want to buy from this place. Is that okay? Good. So I'm glad to see that the place we called yesterday from this place played out. Even though I kind of wanted a confirmation, that's why I was not on this first move. That's why I was not on this first move. But I was supposed to be on this one, but unfortunately, I took off my order before I slept because I did not want something that would stop my. But I don't know if it happens to you, but if I take a trade before I sleep, I used to wake up earlier than I should. So since I slept late, I did not want anything to disturb me. So that was that. So it happens. There's no problem. We have another trade today. We'll have a trade tomorrow. We'll have a trade next week. We'll have a trade till the year runs out. So one missed trade is not a problem. So if we have something like this, let's try to buy from here again. Okay. We have TP2 and TP3. So still targets. Okay. All right. All right. That's my view for gold. We don't like to do too much over here. We only do what matters. We only do what matters. So BTC. BTC has been buying since now. We talked about it. We talked about the buys on BTC. Let's see. So this expansion, price did not come back for this one. Okay. Price didn't come back for this one. There's another one here. If you can see, look at the line chart. Me, I can see it without going to the line chart, but if it's not clear for you, always go to the line chart. This is an expansion. This is an expansion. This is an expansion, and all of that. So price always likes to retrace to the expansions. Now, and now at this all this retracement, there may be an order block, there may be fair value gap, there may be inducement that price wants to sweep, and that's what they call internal range liquidity. Okay, so this is the external, this is the external. So anything that happens inside of this place. So that means when price starts to retrace. So if we have something like, let me go back to the line chart. If we have something like, oh, what's going on? If we have something like this, right? So price has given us what? An external range low and an external range high. So anything that price wants to go and carry inside that range is what? Is internal range liquidity. So when it takes all the internal range liquidity, where's it going to go for? It's going to go back for the external range. Is that okay? So it will come and seek internal range liquidity. When it's done seeking, it will do what? It will go back for the external range liquidity. So that's exactly the idea of expansions and retracements, in case you are wondering. Okay. Now you can say, I don't talk about other blocks. Well, it does not mean that there are no other blocks in this place. I talk about other blocks, but this guy can be another block. Okay. So it's it's the same thing. We are just saying the same thing, but in a slightly different language. Okay. So this is an expansion, and BTC came back for this brother and did what and bought. So now what do you see again? You see that we have another one like this. Can you see? So we wanted something here before we buy, but I don't know if it will come back today. But if we can come back, I would love that. Let me see where price is going to. Let me see where price is going to. Let me see the weekly time frame. Okay, we still have a long ways for price to go though. You know, since you're coming from this this expansion here, we have a long way for price to go. So all we just have to do is keep riding the trend. So you have one here. Let me see the H4. All right. So what will happen here for Bitcoin is if we don't come here, all right, we are going to most likely create a new one somewhere like this. And this will now be your new area of interest for you to write. Okay. So if we don't come down to buy from here, we are going to do something like this, and then we are going to be able to trade from here. All right. So that is what we are looking for. Okay. Sorry, are you hearing me clearly? Is there noise?
Oh, sir. Come on, sir. Okay. Okay, very
I
well.
hear you.
Sir, is there any noise?
No, we can hear you, sir.
Okay. Somebody's complaining about noise. Someone's complaining about noise. That's it's okay in there, right? I don't know. Maybe it's not from me. Please get that checked from your end. I don't think it's from this side because we are fine here. All right, so let's continue. Okay, so yes, that's the view. That's the view for Bitcoin. Okay, that's the view for Bitcoin. All right, so let's check some other one. Let's check some other one. Let's see CAD-JP. What's happening on CAD-JP? Okay, something beautiful is happening on this guy. You remember when I said that we are going to be watching out for this zone? Let me delete everything that's happening here. After we closed beyond this our high here, this is our high here, okay? That we close here like this. I said that this is the last expansion that funded that break of structure, right? So we mark it out and wait. Will I buy from here straight off? No, I will not. But what price does inside of here is very, very important for my next actions. Is it not? Good. So this is the liquidity. So now what's the next thing? I can see an expansion, but if it's not clear to you, let me just draw it out. If it's not clear to you, I can just show you on the line chart that this is a fresh and new expansion that happened here. Okay. Now, what's the next thing? Because it has already done a push down to touch it and it's already retracing upward. But don't be phased. Don't be phased. I'm seeing something cooking up here. I'm seeing a QMR setup. Remember our QMR setup now? When we have a sweep, right? Then we have a break, and then we have inducement like this. Okay. We want price to come here and do what? And buy. So this inducement now is the internal range liquidity. Okay. So if we sweep the internal range, the IRL, that internal range liquidity, we can now tap into either of these areas. Maybe there's an order block here, or maybe this low. We can extend this low like this. So these are areas where we can buy CAD-JPY from. So using that illustration I just made now, you're probably wondering, where do we buy from? Number one, do we have another block? It's not clear. Let me see. That block is not clear. I would say here's another block, but I think price already mitigated it, and that's not the kind of other block I like. So let's see 2 hours. Everything is choppy. Okay. So number one, we have a fair value gap. That's still a very important thing that price always comes for. Okay, fair value gaps, other blocks, inducement, and all of that. Good. So we have a fair value gap that price can run into. We also have this low. Let's go to the line chart again. Let me show you something. Look at this. Look at this. We have this, and this. So this low now becomes a low of interest to us. And you can see that that 4 hours low coincides with this fair value gap that we are trying to trade from. I don't know if you are seeing the way these things align. Okay. Can you see that? You see that this fair value gap that I drew on the 2 hours time frame here is aligning with the low of that H4, that is a possible place. You know, when we have a sweep and a break, okay? We have a break, we have a sweep. So price can even come for this area and then buy, okay? So when we have a QMR, that is always a possibility. So this is where price can come for. This brother here can now serve as the new liquidity. Is that okay? This can now serve as the new liquidity. So now what's the view now? Price can come here and buy. Let me see how the trade is going to be. I don't want to expose us to a very big SL, but let me see what it will look like. To cover the whole load, that'll be about 48 pips stop loss, and then we take the high for 2R. Or some people may want to be more aggressive with their stop loss, and we can move it here. There's a reason why the stop loss is here. I'll teach it in the boot camp. Okay, there's a reason why the stop loss is here. I'm not just drawing it. I'm not just keeping it there because I feel like no. Everything I do is what is calculated for. So we can keep it here or maybe here. Okay. All right. So this is the view. Okay. So for the conservative people, you can keep your SL here. All right. For the people that are more aggressive, you can keep your SL here or even a little bit up here. So these are the two zones. Okay. So this is what let me go ahead and call the more conservative ones, because I know that I'm dealing with people of different approaches. So we need to account for everybody. So let's look at CAD JPY from this zone. Can we call a trade from here? Can we call a trade from here?
Yes, sir.
Okay, sir. Thank you. As you don't talk now, go call them now. Okay, 110.909. Let's try the SL. The SL is about 50 pips, so this is the conservative SL. But if you want the more aggressive one, you can reduce it to about 36 pips, okay, or 37. All right, so this is the conservative SL. So let's see, 110.409. That's the SL, and then the TP is this high, okay? The TP is this high, and that high is what? 112.293. All right, so that's that. That's that. Let's see how this one goes now. Let's see how this one goes. It's not a bad call. Everything is aligned. Let me check for invalidation. Wait. Okay. All right. So for now, the trade is still so let's say call it safe. The trade is still okay. All right. So it's not invalidated. It's not invalidated. So
Is it to enter now?
buy limit, sir. It's a pending order. It's
Oh,
not
okay.
a market law. So that's
Okay,
how.
yes, you.
So you see it here, buy limit. Just use buy limits to screenshot and input the values. Okay. All right. So that's that for CAD JPY, right? So let's see what else. What else do we have? Let me show you something. Let me show you how we avoided a loss on Euro GBP yesterday. What did I say? Yes, we took a major low. See, it's very important to wait too. It's very, very important. If you don't wait, you're going to pay for it in dollar. The thing about trading is that you cannot just make mistake and get away with it. You pay with money, and it's very painful when it happens. You pay with money, you pay with dollars, not even naira. So it is painful. So now we had this low and we swept it with the body. I said that we should do what? We should most likely buy back up to this guy, right? We even had something here like a fully bullish engulfing candle. We needed, like I said, we needed another a more a more what's it called? A more convincing one, like another expansion like this. And now if you see this candle, let me show you something. If you see this candle, this way it's this particular candle as at the time or I think of the live session, this candle was showing us body like this, and it was very strong, the way it is like this. So it was showing us a new expansion. So I was, I would say, yes, now you're going to have trade from here. I just left and came back, saw that this guy that was supposed to be our expansion candle came and closed bearish. So imagine I just assumed, okay? Like I'll tell you now that we have sorry, like I'll tell you now that we have that 1 hour. I'll tell you now that we have 1 hour 31 minutes for a candle to close. And then you just assume, this candle is already bullish. It will close bullish. Let me just take it back. You now take it back to hit stop loss. Why? Because this candle that was showing that is very bullish, looking very healthy. In 5 seconds, the candle can come back and close with a wick like this. And then this candle becomes invalidated. Whatever trade you had here becomes invalidated just because of the way this candle closed. I don't know if you're understanding where I'm coming from. Sorry. I don't know if you're understanding where I'm coming from. So that's exactly what happened here. This candle was supposed to be our confirmation candle so that we can do what we can buy, use it as liquidity, buy, and then we go up. But what did we do? In the last seconds, this candle became bearish. And the moment that happened, this whole trade idea was invalidated. And it did not even take long. I think there was, is it news that happened yesterday? I think there was news yesterday now, right? The news just did this and then took
Yeah,
everything. So you see, so if I say wait now, you just have to, do it because I know what I'm saying. You can just assume. Let me for something that's forming like that. Let me just see. So let me see something. You see this kind of situation now. This 2 hours candle now, let's just say we has 1 hour 29 minutes before it finish forming. Yeah, you just say, don't worry, it will close bullish. Let me just enter trade. Just because you want to trade. Just because you want to trade, you now enter the trade like this. And then the candle is still pushing very well. Though. Then let me say around 35 minutes to close, the candle starts to retrace. And then in 15 minutes, 5 minutes, close to close, this candle just comes back and starts trading like this. And then you are already in a trade here. And then in seconds, you hit SL. And then you are wondering why you hit SL. Because you did not wait now. So that is how, we're able to avoid something here. So like I said, taking a trade is one thing. Knowing that a trade should not be taken is another thing that we really need to work on. All right. So currently, my next view for CAD JPY, my next view for CAD JPY is this guy. Where's that daily? See the daily time frame, right? See this guy here. Very nice. Okay. Look at it on the line charts too. You see now? So all these highs, price was around here, and then price now broke it at this point. So it's expected that price should come back and touch it before we even start the buys again. Okay. So currently, even this daily low sweep, I'm not interested. Why? Because I want it to do something like this before we buy. Okay. I'm not interested in that one, at least not yet. Let me see what 4 hours is saying. Oh, 4 hours is doing something. Oh, wait. 4 hours is doing something here. Let me see. This is interesting. Okay. The daily was somewhere down here, right? Price did not get to the daily yet. Oh, wow. This is interesting. Now, see something. So we have a 4 hours expansion here, still very nice. And then inside that 4 hours expansion, we are now having this candle low sweep. Okay, okay. This is not bad. But that's step one. What's step two? Step two is that this candle should close bullish, close bullish above this area. So if it does not close above this area, I'm not interested. Okay. So I'm going to wait for 1 hour. Let's see. Let this candle close above like this with the body. If it does that, then we can now check if we can have an entry. Okay. See that we have fair value gaps that are just looking at us and waiting. We have fair value gaps that are just looking at us and waiting. So by then, H1 would have printed another candle to confirm this fair value gap. Then this would now be an area that we can look to trade from. Okay, this is not. I didn't even notice this. I didn't notice that H4. I was too carried away with the daily. So this is what it will look like. Okay, but for now, I'm not even going to keep that drawing on. All I'm just going to keep is this line. That's for my own discipline. Okay, so this guy should close above. This guy closes above, then we have confirmed an expansion, and then we can now look to buy. Okay, all of these guys now, that was all these lows is now what is now inducement for us. So yeah, we are looking interesting here. Okay, all right, all right, all right. What else do we have? What else do we have? Yeah, I have a trade I want to give you us on NAS. I don't know if you trade NAS. I have a trade. I have a trade I want to share. Last 100. Okay. When you see saying something, say there's a sell sweep for Euro GBP on monthly and weekly expansion. Oh, really? Wait, let me check. Oh, let me check. Oh, thank you. Let me check. You said sweep on the monthly and weekly expansion, right? Let's see. Oh wow. Oh wow. Oh wow. Oh wow. This is wonderful. This is wonderful. So monthly swept, weekly, okay, weekly has not yet expanded fully, but it's looking, oh wow. That's very nice. So thank you. Thank you for pointing that out. Are you seeing I feel very good for that point out too. Well done, sir. So this is interesting. Monthly is sweeping, and with monthly, if a monthly, weekly, or daily high is sweeping, in our theory, we should go for the what? For the low. And our buy is somewhere here. They said our buy is in trouble. Can you see? See, this is what live trading is all about. This is what live trading is all about. We are trading in real time. We did not pre-record the class and keep. So what's the idea now? So we have to wait for that trade out now. Is it not? You have to wait out this setup. It's just that the weekly has not given us a clean expansion yet. Can you see? Oluti, can you see? There is no proper expansion of that weekly yet. Can you see? It's just price just did this and then it's just retracing like this. So if there's going to be a weekly expansion, it would be this way to be. It will look like this. Either we have something like this or we have something like this. So there must be a break of structure. Okay. But for now, there's no expansion on the weekly. So there's no expansion on the weekly, but it's there. So, but that is interesting. I like the point out. So I'm going to be more careful now with this buy, because this buy now may be a setup. All right. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Okay. Let's check NAS now. I have something I want to give here. So US 100. You see, our system works on anything. You don't have any problem with it. Trade anything anytime. Tell me anything you want to trade out to analyze. I'll analyze it with my system. And that's what we are packaging to give us from the 1st of December. So please, if you are not registered, you should get yourself positioned, because from next year, the price is not going to be what it is. The price will revert to what it has always been. So I don't want us to miss out on that. Okay. So this low was taken with a week, so we should be buying NAS. And then NAS has, NAS is like gold. NAS has been very, very bullish for the longest time. You can see that NAS has been extremely bullish for the longest time. All right. So we have been having expansions on the 4 hours. So we see, let's look at it together. We had the expansion here. See, price came back for it and flew up. We had another one. This one, price did not come back for this one. We have another one here. This one, price actually came back for it. If you see, when you come for the boot camp, we're going to really engage ourselves in the way candles operate. This was a reaction to this place. Can you see? That was very nice. And then we now have another one here. We now have another expansion here. Can you see? This expansion also coincides with this expansion, also coincides with this expansion. So can you see? So this place was an area where there were a lot of break of structures here. And now this is now like what? This is now like our, what's going on now? Okay. This is now like our liquidity. So now let's see the daily. You see that currently we are not swept the daily. So our entry is safe. Okay. Good. So this is the view. So we're just playing continuation. We are playing continuation. If this trade should trigger and we go in profits, right? At this point, you should secure something. You should secure something and probably even break even your trade because anything can happen at this point. But then we can still continue up till the high. So this is my view for NAS. And I'm giving us this trade. I'm giving us this trade. We'll delete all these other ones. Okay. Where's the buy coming from? That's coming from which time frame is that? I think that's the 2 hours. Why do I have this line here? Like there's 20 things on my charts. Okay. So this is the buy. The buy is coming from 2 hours and 3 hours. You see that there is a what? There is a fair value gap on the 3 hours time frame. And then we also have the expansion that was here. And then price also, tested that zone a little bit. And then at this point it was violated. So this becomes a key level. So price can very most likely want to do something from here and buy. I didn't want to mention it, but I actually had a trade here yesterday. I had a trade here. This move here. The same thing that is happening for here. There was a move here. All right. So we didn't talk about it here. So just leave it. It was about 2 point something. That was the trade. But this one has finished. So this is the new one. This is the new one that is forming. So you can get position to buy. All right. Please gauge the risk. If the risk is too much for the account, don't trade it. These instruments are a little bit priced. Okay. If it's too much for your account, don't trade it. Okay. So let me just call it out. All right. So that's the just screenshot the trade. Wait, I'm not going the call. I'm not going to waste time here. Just screenshot it. Please, when you put these values on MT5, always check the risk. I don't know if we know that it's just like a little bit of a trick of how to know the money you are risking at MT5 before you even enter a trade. I don't know, maybe one of these days we can do a training for it, probably on the live session. We'll just quickly do it so that people can always know how much they're even risking before they even enter the trade. Then they know the lot size. Okay. So that's that for now. So I think that's that for me today on currencies. Okay. That's that for me on currencies. Let me check where's the CHF. Oh, okay. Something is cooking here that I said I'll share. The only thing that is spoiling this trade is this daily low sweep here. But something very nice happened on, I think, the monthly and the weekly. Number one is that monthly was sweeping previous month's high. Weekly was also sweeping previous week's high. So that was a very good sign to sell, right? Daily now, daily had this area. Then daily swept, sorry. Daily swept previous day's high also. So you see H4 now giving us series of expansions to the downside. We had this, and then we had this, okay? So this area was where price was supposed to come and sell from. But the problem now is that previous day's low is currently, rejecting. So this is our sell. We have to be very cautious. So maybe let's see how this candle closes. If the candle can close somewhere like this, then we can just use it like liquidity for the next day, and then we can start selling. All right. So that's that for USDCHF. Nothing much again. As I woke up to see that price is doing this, the whole setup just doesn't make any sense to me again. Okay. that's that. So let me give us one or two things for synthetics for people that do synthetics. Because
Please check Euro USD, sir.
Euro USD.
Yes, sir.
Waiting, nothing there, nothing there on that Euro USD. That's why I've not even analyzed it today.
Check it now, sir.
Okay, something not there now. Let me see. What is happening? What is happening? What's happening? Euro USD was giving me too much information. That was the problem. I mistakenly touched monthly time frame. I saw monthly was sweeping the low. Weekly was not doing anything yet. Can you see? Daily now, what's daily saying? Daily was supposed to give me a sell at this point, but price just kept buying to the upside. So I was just wondering what is trying to do. Sorry. So now the only thing I can see on this Euro USD is this guy that you called to my attention now. That's the only thing I can say is brewing here. So let me see H4. What's H4 saying? H4 never give expansion. H4 is not giving expansion. See, that's not expansion. So I still don't have anything for it. I don't want to, if I don't have H4, I'm not going to go to H1 to go. Let it be that H4 has given me. Normally, this guy is very, very good looking. This guy is very good look. Karen, this guy is very good looking. And I want to sell from here. But if my H4 does not give me the information to sell, I don't have business with H1. So I follow, daily has to give me the information before H4 gives me, before H1 gives me. And then I can now probably break down to M45 for entry. If I don't see entry on M1, I'll see entry on M45. All right. But now daily has given me information. H4 has not given me information. So I don't have anything to do with H1 until H4 now gives me information. I will now go to H1 to look for information. Is that okay, sir? So
Okay, sir.
currently for Euro USD, we are not, if you have anything probably that fits your own system and you have a sell, I saw somebody bought Euro USD somewhere here. Me, I did not see that buy, but his system that he trades, supported the buy. And I like to see that, you win your trades. So please, for me, I don't have anything. You may have something, and that's
It's the
okay.
same I'm looking out for, sir.
The sell, right? Let
But it's
H4 do
not
something. Let H4 do something so you can play the sell.
okay, super.
Now
Thank you,
H4 is
sir.
not done. So that's just the way I have to do it. Okay. So this one
Thank you so
now.
much.
Thank you, sir. So after we took here, we have another expansion here. So I want vol 20 to. Oh wow, this is beautiful. What do you see here? See that we have a QMR kind of situation here. Can you see? So price now has traded down to beat what? To take. Sorry. Price has come to take the right shoulder here. Okay. Let me see on the 1 hour time what it looks like on the 1 hour. So you can see we swept here, and then we have all this liquidity here. So price has come to sweep all this liquidity. Now, what do you see here? Can you see this nice build-up that was here? This nice build-up that was just laying down here like this, waiting for something to come and pick it up. So vol 20 may buy from here. My synthetic people, alpha. Vol 20 may buy from me. Let me see daily for invalidation, probably weekly. That's the only thing that will spoil this trade now. Let me see. Okay. Weekly is, well, let me see daily. Daily is giving us fully bearish engulfing. That's a that's a that's a sign for problem. So let's do like this. Let's wait for confirmation inside here. Normally, if daily was not sweeping, I'll just tell us buy the thing from there straight. Just buy. Just click buy. Like go to the chart and click buy. But like this, that information that is coming from that up, Oga at the top is giving information, so we need to obey. So let's see something. Maybe 30 minutes should give us something, like a further confirmation that this guy actually wants to hold. Then we're going to buy. All right. So the way price is taking that high, and then coming back down is a problem for me. If the weekly, let's go from the weekly. If the weekly probably did not give us this long rejection, and daily did not give us this sweep. You see, we took here and they are coming back down. If we not sweep this high, let me say we just started somewhere here. The new day started somewhere here, stopped here, and then started coming back down. And for those buy the guy straight. Although I'm telling you, those guys press buy. But right now, let's see if we can be a little bit more cautious because of the way price is coming back down. There's also something here that price may come for later in the future. So let's be cautious, okay? All right, let me see. There's something I wanted to show us. Okay, 40 is we're still doing the Lord's work. So we are still interested in 40. 40 swept previous, I think it was previous week. We had a weekly high sweep here. So it should come for the low. And you see 40 has been selling like forever, right? See, 40 has been selling forever. Let me check the monthly time frame. Give me a second. Oh, it did not sweep now. So, so weekly high sweep, daily income. What did daily say? Daily gave us this fully bearish engulfing. All right. So price coming back to this place should just drop. So this, let's see the H for now. Let's see the H for now. Okay, you're on the buy. Okay. Nice. So you're on the buy coming to this area, I believe. You're on the buy coming to this area. That's the OT. All right. So at this area, we may see some sales. We may see some sales. So at least the buy is okay. So at this point, then maybe we can start to, look back down. All right. So that's 40. 60. 60 is not ready yet. We want 60 to drop into this demand, then we buy. I analyzed 80 the other day, but I checked it again today. So 80 is having a very nice situation here that we should be interested in. Can you see that? See that we had a sweep, we had a break, an inducement. See, price came for this is also like a QMR now. Left shoulder, head, right shoulder, right? Price always comes for the right shoulder, and then it fell. So we have another one now. This is left shoulder, this is head. All of this is what liquidity, that is right shoulder. So we just want price to tap into this fair value gap that is here, and then we fall down. Okay. But it is looking very good for the sell. I think the sell is coming from weekly, if I'm not mistaken. There'll be a tug of war here. Why? Buyers are coming from here, sellers are coming from here. But for now, the sell is looking more juicy than the buy. So the sell is looking more juicy than the buy. So we just, see how we can, what we can make out of it. So for 80 is looking good at this point. So if we trade, I've not checked MT5. I don't really trade for 80. I just analyzed it the other day and then I checked it again today to see that it's still building up nicely. Okay. So for 80 is interesting at this point. You want to cover this high, fine. You want to cover this high that is here instead, fine. You want to cover here, fine. I have something on one of those flips that I want to share. This is our brother just flip. Hi, see. KMR worked very nicely. Now, beginning of this year, I used KMR to eat synthetic car. All the withdrawal I was doing on synthetic, like from like beginning of the year down, I was using mostly QMR, mostly demand and supply. It's very powerful on this synthetics. You see demand and supply, and if you can pick the good one, it will always play out. But that's not what I want to show. There's something that is forming. Let me check. Yeah, I think it's on flip too. Let me check 3 if there's another thing. Okay. 4. Okay, nothing on 4 yet. Okay. All right, let's do 2 and 3, then we call it a day. Something is happening on 2, on flip 2 that I want to talk about. So what do you see here? See that we took this weekly low here and we have gotten to this high. And now coinciding with that this thing, we now have what? This high is now taken. You can see and price. Oh, follow me now. Price is now rejecting. Good. So I saw that. I was interested. Now, what did daily do? Can you see? What's this? This is a fully bearish engulfing candle on the daily. So that's good information. So I can go to look for entry region. It goes without saying, if you have been listening to me just today alone, you see this. Okay. This is a beautiful sweep and break situation. We want to call it heads and shoulders. You want to call it QMR. All those English is too much. Anyone you want, you take. So that's the entry area. All of this fair value gap is good for an entry. Then this is now what? This is now inducement. So that is the trade. That is the trade. That's the trade. So now we have done our part. It's running for the market to do his own part. If market decide to carry yours and play, no wala. But this is the trade. Okay? This is the trade. This is the trade. This is the trade. This is the trade. The sweep here, then we fell down. Swept here, fell. The inducement is laying down here. So flip X2, Oluti, Oluti and the synthetic soldiers. Let's check this one. Okay, sir. Then lastly, flip X3. Lastly, flip X3. Yeah. Flip X3 has been selling forever. Look at the market. Here there's the four since. So what was the last expansion? Is this guy. Can you see? For people that don't see, let me show you on the line charts. Can you see? This was the last expansion here. So I just want price to trade inside here. Give me 4 hours this thing, and then we fall down. Okay? Just that. That's the view. That's the view. That's the view. That's the view. It's messy, but no problem. We know our lines. We know what we want price to do. This is inducement. I just want price to tap inside this guy, give us something like this. And then we play. So that is going to be that for today. So thank you, everybody. Don't forget, if you want details on the upcoming boot camp, if you want to analyze like me, you want to analyze like every one of us, the way we do it here, and you can see how we are always getting directions right. And of course, we also have good trades, So if you want to learn how to do these things by yourself, we are giving you a full strategy from top to bottom that you can analyze any instrument at any time, even on your phone, on the go. You can be analyzing and be picking out trades. Wake up in the midnight, see trades, take the trade. I remember Euro USD, 1 Euro USD trade last week. I woke up around 2 a.m. I saw the trade. I took the trade and the trade actually hit take profit. So these are the things that we are putting together. So we said as a Christmas bonus, let's make it very discounted, take in more people, and then we get ourselves prepared for 2026 because there's a lot of money to be made next year. So come prepared. All right. So I'll see you on the training. If you don't have the information, reach out to me, or it's there on the groups. But if you want me to still, talk to you about it, just reach out to me on WhatsApp, and then we'll talk. So thank you very much, Branded Ben, DC, Emmanuel Ogale, Mr. Henry, Mr. Kende, Matthias, Jimmy, Nena, Oga Femi. You just they hide the locals. Mr. Femi, they pack money for this market, eh? Well done. The synthetics man of the T, well done, sir. Samuel Oke, Savior, thank God, and Wheezy Pro. Thank you very much, everybody. See you tomorrow. Have a lovely day.